Well, welcome everybody back to another Nerdageddeon podcast. Like I said last week, my wife and I, we took a week vacation for our second anniversary and did Disneyland for a few days, and then we took our first Disney cruise, and it was a lot of fun, man. If you know me, you know I love horror, obviously starting the Horrific Network and the channels that are within it. But one of the ones that has eluded me, I guess, for lack of a better term, is a straight up Disney one. Well, Nerdageddeon the next few weeks is going to be pretty much a straight up Disney podcast with audio from the park, audios from the cruise, audio from something very cool like this. So D23 is like Disney's Comic Con, and they, at D23 they talk movies, they talk what's coming up in the theme parks, they do a lot. And on the cruise, they actually had a D23 presentation that talked, new movies that are coming up for the remainder of the year and new stuff coming to the theme parks. Obviously, like Star Wars Land being a big one, but there's also some other cool stuff that gets mentioned in this panel. And I thought a way, as I am producing the video content and stuff, we still eventually have to get that CWA show up as well. But I thought a cool way to get us all started is the D23 at Sea presentation that we had over the course of the cruise. So
I'm going to start by saying the same thing as I just had two more questions, just real quick before I get started. Here we're going to be doing a presentation from D23. Those of you that are looking for the movie Dumbo, that's in the Walt Disney Theatre. That's all the way deck 4 forward, so I know there's a couple of you that are here. This is a presentation for our adults, 18 and over, and this is D23 here today. Alright, so D23 actually send us a different script, and we get new scripts all the time, so you will notice I have a confidence monitor, so I apologise if I'm reading it the whole time. We got this one this morning, and I read through it really quickly before we opened the doors. So I'm going to read through this, but there's going to be loads of great things on the way. Here we go. It says, "Hi there," I feel like I'm repeating myself, "and welcome to Disney at Sea with D23. My name's Glenn, and I'm thrilled to give you a sneak peek into what is new and what is next, courtesy of our friends at D23, the official Disney fan club. Before we get started, do we have any D23 members in the audience? Make some noise. Yes. Well, welcome each and every one of you out there. For those of you that don't know, D23 is the official Disney fan club. It celebrates everything Disney, from the theme parks, movies, television, music, and beyond. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to give you a little look at all the things that are coming from Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilm, Pixar, and more. So we do get asked a lot, what does D23 stand for? Not my members. Anyone else? Can we guess what the D stands for? Disney. Disney. What about the 23?
1923.
It's a year. I'll take that. It was 1923. This was the year that Walt and Roy actually moved to Southern California and started what would now be known as the Walt Disney Company. And this year we're actually celebrating the 10th anniversary of D23. It was in March. So we are going to celebrate all year with a great fan-anniversary. So what this means for our members is actually more events, more discounts, more offers, and more behind-the-scenes magic than we have ever had before. But what better way to keep the fun flowing than going to infinity and beyond? Yes, the toys are back in town, and Toy Story 4 with Woody and Buzz are going to meet some new toys, some adorable carnival game prizes named Ducky and Bunny, and a reluctant new toy named Forky, all of whom have a very different way at looking at the world. And in big news for Toy Story fans, Bo Peep is back, and she is sporting a whole new look. And we'll get to see what happened to Bo after she left Molly's bedroom and where she ended up. In the meantime, we have a brand new Bo Peep at the film. Check it out. Do you like that?
Everyone, Bonnie made a friend in class.
Oh, she's already making friends.
No, she literally made a new friend. I want you to meet Forky.
Hi.
Hello. Ah! He's a spook. Yes, yeah, I know. Forky is the most important toy to Bonnie right now. We all have to make sure nothing happens to him.
Woody, we have a situation.
I am not a toy. I was thinking soup, salad, maybe chili, and then the trash.
Buzz, we've got to get Forky.
Why am I alive?
You're Bonnie's toy. You are going to help create happy memories that will last for the rest of her life.
Huh? What?
Oh, yeah. Bo, Forky, come on. Bo?
Hi there. My name is Gabby Gabby.
We can't stay.
Yes, you can, boys.
Oh, what are you doing here?
No time to explain. Come with me.
We need to get back to our kid.
Aw, Sheriff Woody, always coming to the rescue.
Bonnie needs Forky.
Woody, who needs a kid's room when you can have all of this?
Wow. Woody, aren't we going to Bonnie?
We have to find them.
What do we do, Buzz? What would Woody do?
Jump out of a moving vehicle.
Let's go!
You gotta go, you gotta go.
You've handled this lost toy life better than I could.
Open your eyes, Woody. There's plenty of kids out there. Sometimes change can be good.
You can't teach this old toy new tricks.
You'd be surprised.
Bonnie? We're going home, Forky.
Kids lose their toys every day.
I was made to help a child. I don't remember it being this hard.
Woody, somebody's whispering in your ear. Everything's gonna be okay.
All right, where's my Toy Story fans? A big round of applause for that one. That is right. We can't wait to get reacquainted with Woody and Buzz and the whole gang when Toy Story 4 comes to theaters on June 21st. But 1 month before we actually unbox all of those friends, another one of our Disney friends will be returning to the big screen. He's big, he's blue, and he's got a brand of magic that never fails. See for yourself.
You stumbled upon an opportunity. I can make you rich. Rich enough to impress a princess.
What would I have to do?
There's a cave of wonders.
Bring me the lamp.
Great one who summons me, I stand by my oath, loyalty to wishes 3. I'm kidding. Watch this.
Watch out! You around me up, you ain't never had
Hey, can you make me a prince?
There is a lot of gray area in make me a prince. I could just make you a prince.
Oh, no.
Y'all see my powers?
You look like a prince on the outside, but I didn't change anything on the inside. Showtime.
No, I'm in charge, okay? I say when it's time. Really? I thought a princess could go anywhere.
Not this princess.
Do you trust me? Don't you dare close your eyes.
Yeah, come on, let's hear it for Aladdin. Everyone Everyone's favourite street rat and wish-granting pal are back in Aladdin, the all-new live-action adventure based on the Disney animated hit. It will be starring Will Smith as the fast-talking genie, Mina Massoud as the charming scoundrel Aladdin, and Naomi Scott as the self-determined Princess Jasmine. You can look for the film that is directed by Guy Ritchie in theatres on May 24th. But speaking of whole new worlds, or should we say, galaxies, you'll soon get to step right into the middle of one in just a few months' time. Yes, Star Wars Galaxy Edge, come on. This will open at Disneyland Park on May 31st, followed closely behind at Disney's Hollywood Studios at August 29th. And here is a hot off-the-press peek at some of the fun in store.
Galaxy's Edge, opening May 31st at the Disneyland Resort.
That is so soon. I get off, I actually leave this ship. I just noticed this. On June 3rd, I may have to go pay a visit. Anyway, D23 was lucky enough to attend a sneak peek of Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland Park just a few weeks ago. And they said there is so much to look forward to, they didn't know where to begin when explaining it. But they said droids and humans alike will be transported to the planet of Batu, located along the galaxy's outer rim on the fringe of wild space. They'll soon discover the Black Spire outpost, an infamous port for explorers, smugglers, and traders who want to fly under the radar, both literally and figuratively. The Resistance, hoping to defeat the First Order, has temporarily set up shop in an abandoned base on the outskirts of the Black Spire outpost. Throughout the land, Parks will see so many familiar faces, including Rey, Finn, Poe, BB-8, and Chewbacca. But it is critically important for all of our members of the Resistance to refuel. So, in Galaxy's Edge, we are going to feature some cutting-edge eats and treats. You can sip on a refreshing Yub Nub at Ogre's Cantina, which will be a great watering hole run by an intriguing alien proprietor, or you can head over to Docking Bay 7, Food and Cargoes, for some tasty morsels. But the attractions? You simply won't believe your eyes. When Phase 1 opens at Star Wars Galaxy Edge this May at Disneyland, guests can climb into the cockpit of the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. On Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run. This is where you'll actually get to take control of the ship. You will act in one of three roles, as either the pilot, the flight engineer, or the gunner. Have a quick look. I just want to go and see all of this, I think. But Phase 2 will debut Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and this is actually going to be the most advanced, fully immersive experience that has ever been undertaken by Walt Disney Imagineering. The screen's gone off, so I'm going to hold a second in the hope that it comes back as I'm reading the script. It came back. Ever undertaken by Disney Imagineering. As new Resistance recruits, guests will actually join in the climactic battle against the First Order, including a face-off with the sinister Kylo Ren himself. Let's take a sneak peek at what we can expect. they were definitely excited about Galaxy's Edge when they did this one. They put some great information together. And they said that that's not all. Actually, Oscar-winning composer John Williams is creating a Star Wars themes, 2 brand new ones that will be exclusively just for these lands. Plus, piloting the Millennium Falcon at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge isn't the only way you'll soon be able to feel like you are flying if you're at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Let's see. Disney Sky. I was actually at the Florida in January, and I saw them building this, and at first I didn't know what they were doing. But it is slated to open this fall, and it is Disney's Skyliner, an innovative gondola system that's being constructed right now at Walt Disney World Resort. It will seamlessly transport guests from Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot to 4 resort hotels, which will be Disney's Art of Animation Resort, Disney's Pop Century Resort, Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, as well as the proposed 15th Disney Vacation Club property of Disney's Riviera Resort. And while the Skyliner can take you to many Disney destinations, you'll actually need to jump in a plane if you want to hang out with Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde in their hometown. Shanghai Disney just announced an exciting new expansion that is going to bring the characters and story of Zootopia to life, with its first ever Zootopia-themed land at any Disney park worldwide. Park guests will be able to discover what it is like to visit a place where animals truly can be anything they want. Zootopia is going to feature a new major attraction that will seamlessly blend Disney storytelling and state-of-the-art technologies to bring this fan-favorite movie and its characters to life. The new themed land will also invite guests to fully immerse themselves in the metropolis of Zootopia. It'll include unique food, beverage, and merchandise options as well. And we can't wait to try everything, as Gazelle might say, when the land opens. Construction is actually set to begin later this year, so make sure you do check in for updates. But if you're actually looking to see a few of your favorite Disney animals just a little bit sooner, then have no fear, or should I say, Hakuna Matata.
It is time.
Yes, The Lion King. Who enjoyed the first Lion King movie? Make some noise. I have to tell you, this is one of my favourite movies when I was growing up, but I did have to fast forward a certain part without making me upset, so I'm interested to see how they've done that in this new one. But Disney's all-new retelling of The Lion King is set to roar into theatres on July 19th. It'll feature Donald Glover as Simba, Beyonce Knowles Carter as Nala, Billy Eichner as Timon, Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, and James Earl Jones reprising his iconic role as Mufasa. Fans at the D23 Expo in 2017 were actually the very first to see footage from the brand new version of The Lion King, thanks to a visit from director Jon Favreau. But that was only one of the amazing events that came at the Expo. For the uninitiated, the D23 Expo is the ultimate Disney fan event. It's a celebration in all the wonderful worlds of Disney for 3 incredible days at the Anaheim Convention Center. It's where we first revealed we were going to build Galaxy's Edge, and it's where we first heard Idina Menzel sing Let It Go. And the celebrities that go here, well, let's look. Oprah, we have Whoopi, we have Jordan Fisher, Reese Witherspoon, Robert Downey Jr., Mark Hamill, Kristen Bell, Chris Hemsworth, Mandy Moore, Dick Van Dyke, Richard Sherman, and, well, we'd probably be here to the end of the cruise if I was actually going to name everyone that was there. But this year at the Expo, we will once again feature that Disney Legends ceremony. It'll have a brand new exhibit from the Walt Disney Archives, a masquerade costume contest, a daily parade on the show floor, panels and presentations with some of Disney's biggest stars. More details are going to be revealed in the coming months, but tickets are available now. And if you'd like to find out more about that, just visit d23expo.com. I recommend doing that when you're back on land, and the price of the internet wouldn't set you back another cruise. But as you may have noticed, several Avengers paid a visit to the Expo in 2017. But that was before Thanos turned them all to dust. Wait, what? Okay, if that was a spoiler for some of you out there, then I should probably also tell you that Darth Vader is Luke and Leia's dad. Hans of the Southern Isles probably isn't the right guy for Anna. But anyway, should we get back to the Avengers and have a look?
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave. Became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
Telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. I like this one.
Come on, Avengers fans. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to digress for a minute. I was just talking to our magician here on board, John Armstrong, and if you haven't met him, he does all of the consulting for all of the magic in all the Marvel films, and he actually taught Ant-Man all the magic you saw in all the Ant-Man movies. How cool is that? And he's here on board with us. I literally just found that out. But I also can't wait to see how things end when Avengers Endgame opens on April 26th. But speaking of Marvel, you are going to flip for this new just released news from Disney Parks. As part of a new global initiative, the Avengers recruits Tony Stark, easy for me to say, right, has developed the Worldwide Engineering Brigade. It is WEB for short. And this will develop enhancements in superpower technology. Webb's debut project was the incredible new suit for Spider-Man, which guests can already see in action at Walt Disney World Studios Park in Disneyland Paris. This will debut into a lot of other parks coming soon. And Spidey's new look will be followed with a new thrilling new web experience, which will be coming soon to both Walt Disney World Studios Park and Disney's California Adventure Park in Disneyland Resort. It will be through an immersive cutting-edge interface and practical effects. This attraction will allow guests to experience what it is like to have the abilities of a superhero. I've clicked it and it didn't move, so I'm going to hold. I'll click it again, hopefully it won't double click. Yes! Anyway, Web is just one component of the brand new Global Avengers Initiative, which already includes the Iron Man experience, Ant-Man and the Wasp Nano Battle. This attraction is in Hong Kong Disneyland, and it will later introduce partnerships with the Masters of the Cryptic Arts, Pym Technologies, and S.H.I.E.L.D. at parks all around the globe. So look out for more recruitment information coming in the next few months. But now if you love Avengers and you love everything Marvel or maybe Star Wars, or maybe you love both, then you'll be happy to know that both Star Wars Day at Sea and Marvel Day at Sea are returning to Disney Cruise Line in 2020. We'll have a 5 and a 7 night cruise on the Disney Magic and Disney Fantasy respectively, and they're epic. So if you absolutely love Star Wars, love Marvel, want to find out more, the Future Cruise Desk can tell you all about them. They are incredible here on board. The Disney Cruise Line, we actually also set sail to Alaska, where this ship will be heading soon. Well, it can be a little bit chilly, but the cold never bothered us anyway, right? How about that for a segue to this trailer? All right, where's my Frozen fans? Yes, I think you enjoyed the show the other night. It's incredible if you enjoyed that. But that is right. Anna and Elsa are back for another adventure. This film will feature the original voices of stars Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, Jonathan Groff, and Josh Gad, as well as all new tunes from Oscar-winning songwriters Christian Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. And we get ready to return to Arendelle when films return to theaters on November 22nd. But now, just about a month before we revisit Arendelle, we'll get reacquainted with one of Disney's most notorious villains. Yes, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, the highly anticipated sequel to the 2014 live-action fantasy, will conjure a spell in theaters on October 18th. Angelina Jolie will be reprising the iconic role, and Ellie Fanning will actually be returning as Aurora, plus the thrilling addition of Michelle Pfeiffer as Queen Ingrid. Stay tuned for more magnificent, Maleficent news as it becomes available to us. But you know what news is available to us? This is the latest dispatch from our friends at the Walt Disney World Resort, detailing all of the incredible new experiences coming to Epcot, the fan favorite park, as it will begin a multi-year transformation. we'll have new resort heading to its 50th anniversary in 2021. So Epcot will shine brighter than ever before with a reimagined main entrance boasting lush green pathways, a playful new pavilion, and it will be bursting with interactive games and will have lots of hands-on activities. But that's not all. Several amazing new attractions will be taking residence in Epcot in the coming years. Construction is already underway for a Guardians of the Galaxy themed attraction that will be one of the longest enclosed roller coasters in the entire world when it debuts just in time for the resort's 50th. You can also look out for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. This is patterned after the popular ride at Disneyland Paris coming to Epcot's France Pavilion. There are tons of new experiences on the horizon at Walt Disney World as it gears up for its semi-sentinel, including a brand new attraction called Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at Disney's Hollywood Studios, opening later this year. There'll be 2 new resort hotels and an all-new nighttime spectacular that'll be celebrating Disney music coming to Epcot in 2020. And we can't wait to see all of that in person. But if you are a fan of Captain Marvel, right? Everyone interested in the movie?
Yeah!
It is a great movie, and D23 actually recently had the chance to interview one of the film's breakout stars. He's a talented actor who I'm sure will have a really long career ahead of him. He just so happens to be a cat. Yes, let's meet Goose as he chooses some of his favorite fellow Disney felines, shall we? See if you agree with him. Let's hear it for Goose. I was going to say, he really liked Jake, but if you notice, it's the same cat. Alright, well, that's all for now, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me to celebrate everything Disney. For all the latest news from all the worlds of Disney, you can visit d23.com, and we'll see you all real soon. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Good day.
So there you go, man. I hope you dug that. It was a lot of fun to get a little taste of D23 at the cruise, get excited for the upcoming movies and theme park lands like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge obviously will be monumentous here in just a couple more months. But I hope you enjoyed that D23 at Sea presentation. Next week we'll get into some of audio from the parks and then eventually audio from the cruise, shows, and all kinds of fun stuff for you guys to check out on this show, taking us into the summertime. So, thank you for listening. Make sure you catch, you got Premiere Campfire Chronicles was this week. We did Pet Sematary 2019. Check that out. Check out all of our announcements for the upcoming shows. Thanks for listening. Bye, everybody.